All right, everyone. Here we are with ticker symbol SRNE, Sorrento Therapeutics Inc. And before I jump into this chart, I want to say welcome to all my first-time viewers and investors, and welcome back to all my subscribers. Hope you guys find this video helpful and informative. Let's jump into this chart. After Sorrento hanging out in bearish territory for quite some time, it had a kickback. I mean, this was phenomenal here for all the bulls that really wanted this one to have a slight rise or even have a comeback. I mean, very, very strong potential here from the bulls. They obviously broke through resistance and they used this support from last week and they never touched it again. They broke through the 50-day moving average and this just continued to hit newer highs. That was some great volatility here for Sorrento Therapeutics, and that definitely is great news for all the bulls. Now the question is, can this momentum continue? Let's go ahead and move the resistance level and support levels to their new locations. I'm going to zoom this in as much as possible, but I'm also going to talk about this a little bit more zoomed out because I want you guys to be well equipped because this is very volatile here of a great stretch, but it can also be very alarming, honestly, if this was volatile on its way back down. And I don't think it will be to fall that quick. That would be alarming in a very bad way of this stock. So I'm going to zoom in here, but I'm also going to talk about this a little bit zoomed out so you guys can also have another point of reference that can also be used not only for tomorrow, but the next coming days. So let's go ahead and see here. Our support and our resistance. So the 50-day moving average is down here at 662. I'd write that down. Very important number. 662 is the 50-day moving average. Allows us to know which side of the chart we're in, and we are in bullish territory. If it was to break through it, it'll be back in bearish territory, which is what it did for some time here. We can clearly see that with Sorrento. They had very hard trouble breaking through the 50-day moving average, and even when they did, they quickly fell below it. So this is great news for the bulls. Great momentum here, and we want to see if they keep it. So the 50-day moving average is 662, very important. We're above it, and we're in bullish territory. For this to continue after closing at 761, for this to continue the bullish territory and the bullish run, they need to break through 783, turn that into support, and then test it, prove it, and start to work their way up to newer highs. Obviously, by doing that, they're moving further away from the 50-day moving average in a upward direction and allowing the bulls to continue their momentum. So they're going to want to break through 783 to test new highs by turning into support and start to break through new resistance levels. On the other hand, zoomed in here, which is the lowest point in the last couple of hours of the day and after this bullish run leveling off, it is 734. So if the bears are able to break through 734, it's not as alarming if it breaks through the other point that I want to talk about, which is right down here. It's the lowest point before the bulls actually created this run in an upward direction. It's the lowest point before it happened and before the bulls appeared and took off. So let's go ahead and see those points. And I want to point it out. It's not something that you need to really use as your support. But like I said, it's a support you can use for the rest of the week or if this volatility reappears, but in the downward direction very quickly, which again would be alarming and disappointing because then this stock is just quickly being volatile up and down and quickly on its way back down to bearish territory. I think that after the bulls accomplishing this, they're not going to want to see this fall like that again. They're going to want this run to continue, hopefully. So that support level is down here at 655. You can use that for the rest of the week or the next couple of days, better said, just in case it even breaks through that. But as long as it stays above that support, we are in a clear bullish territory, and it seems to me that they'll be able to maintain themselves over the 50-day moving average if this doesn't get crossed in the next day or two, because even though it doesn't get crossed, the 50-day moving average will start to work its way up closer to the stock price. But hopefully the stock price, even if it's going sideways, it's trying to work its way up to newer highs slowly but surely. But 655 is the support level here in a much broader picture of this stock before having this run. And that's the lowest point when this leveled off and then took off. Now, 655 is actually below the 50-day moving average. The 50-day moving average is 662. So that's why this support level, if the volatility is fairly quick, if it breaks through 655, clearly they already broke through the 50-day moving average, and it's clearly going to test new lows and get deeper into bearish territory. But before reaching anywhere near that, or even the 50-day moving average, the clear number here is 734 as the support. If that breaks through it, I just pay very close attention to how quickly is it getting closer to the 50-day moving average, or are the bulls reappearing anywhere in this area? Because this is still all bullish territory. There's a lot of room there between 734 and 662 for the bulls to reappear and bring this one back up. But the bulls' goal for real is they need to break through 783, which is the highest point that this reached after breaking through the 50-day moving average and recovering from this bullish run. I mean, they definitely recovered very well, and the bears were dominating this stock for quite some time now. We're talking about almost a whole entire month, and finally the bulls had this recovery run. And for this to continue, they need to break through 783, turn that into support, and start to work their way up to newer highs. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys found this video helpful and informative. If you guys feel inclined or encouraged to subscribe, don't forget to click on the bell to go ahead and receive all notifications of my videos by turning on all notifications, and you guys will be receiving up-to-date chart analysis every single day. Share this with your friends and community. Don't forget to hit the like button and let me know you watched this video. And let's make some money. At the end of this video, there's going to be a pop-up, and that pop-up is going to be a video in regards to the days that the Federal Reserve is pumping the stock market and giving information on why the stock market is not just yet about to hit a crash, because the Feds are continuing to pump and the scheduled dates are there in that video. If you guys have overlooked it or haven't had a chance to watch it, I definitely encourage you guys to click on the video that's about to pop up so that you guys can receive that information and be well equipped to trade the next following days and weeks to come. Once again, thank you guys for watching, and let's make some money.